Hello, everyone. Greetings and salutations. It's your boy King the Hedgehog here once again, but today is a very special day. It is Feature Fridays. They are back once again, and today I am joined by some wonderful, wonderful gentlemen of distinction, prestige, and all the stuff that comes with all the good words in the dictionary. Now, with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of these gentlemen for their time and their presence. I appreciate y'all for being here. It should be a good time. Well, welcome to the music and gaming panel. As you know, I am King the Hedgehog. You are now residing in the special zone. And before we get started, let's introduce these fine gentlemen. Starting off from myself, directly looks like to my left, but we got Nighthawk, who has always been my co-op partner when it comes to the special zone. We appreciate you being here. Please make sure you check him out because he is also the Visionary G. Please make sure you check him out on YouTube. He is our reviewer master of music, games, and anime, especially if you are through the Discord family that we all are. Please make sure you check him out and see all the stuff that he has to say. This gentleman knows what he's doing and he's talking about. Currently playing Mario and Luigi Brothership and going through the Arkham series. Whitehawk, welcome back to the special zone.
Thank you.
Nighthawk. Anything else you want to say, or?
Thanks for having me. Um, yeah, more anime reviews coming soon. Can't wait to talk about music and gaming and the Visionary G is coming back,
Mm.
but more on that later.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much, and we're looking forward to it. Next, we have another person that needs no introduction, familiar in this community, but he's getting the introduction anyway. Our good, esteemed Cathadius, aka Deem, the keeper of games, my fellow 1/4, and we make half of the Beat 'em Up Bros. Also, he is 1/4 of the Four Controllers. Please check out him and his brothers and sister. They give you all the updating on news and gaming and all that's nerd. So please check them out. Thank you very much for returning back to the special zone, Thaddeus. I appreciate you for being here.
I'm so happy to be here. So excited to be here talking about music and gaming. I'm not as refined. My music taste might be a little, iffy when it comes to that. But my gaming, expertise is gonna help me in this conversation as well. So I'm also playing Mario and Luigi Brothership. Last month was spooky season, so I finished up on some Silent Hill 2. Great that I played that. And just hearing the score and music in that side of that game just puts a lot more into what we're going to be talking about. I feel like today when it comes to why it's important that or why what music does for gaming in that sense. If the score ain't there, then there's not really going to be much there as well. So it's a lot more important than we think. So thank you anyway. I know we're going to get into that conversation.
Of course, and thank you very, very much. And another one, my brother, another person who has been the actually I would say co-founder of the Special Zone because he was there from the beginning, and residing from the wonderful and beautiful land of Wayne Conda. We appreciate him for being here, the leader of Wayne Conda. And he's also, please make sure you tune in for all of his What Is Seen Wayne's, WDSW. And he is currently playing Vanguard. I forgot which one you're saying here. So is it
Veilguard.
Veilguard? Okay. So Dragon Age Veilguard.
Veilguard.
Is sitting here going through it. I think you're almost done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're close, and also a king in many people's eyes, my Halo brother as well. So thank you very much, Wayne. As always, thank you for being here.
Appreciate you. Thank you. This is an honor to be with all you fellow kings. And as you already know, appreciate y'all for the
Sound of it, sing them.
There it is. Yes, indeed. All right, so we're just gonna get right into it. First, thank you very much for everybody in the chat. I see all y'all going in there. What's going on, Didi? Thank you very much. What's up, Emery? What's going on, Lucha? Let's see, Mother, what's going on? Good to see you. What's going on, Fumi? Thank you very much. Hey, Jinx, what's going on, Anova? Protege, what's going on? I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening, and I hope we can get you guys informed and also have a few discussions. And if you have anything that you need to say in the chat, please, by all means, chime in with the questions. We would love to hear from y'all because this is your community as well. I would not be here without everybody here, but let's get into it. So, with that being said, again, gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. As you know, music is a staple in gaming that sometimes may get overlooked depending on, nuances or things like that, depending on how focused you are and all that kind of stuff like that. But in order to get into these depths of how important music is compared to gaming. Um, I think we need to know what music theory is. So, our first question comes up today. What impact does music theory have on you as a gamer? So, music theory first is importance is the study of fundamental elements of music, introducing notes, including notes, chords, rhythm, melody, and harmony and form. Also, including the psyche and experiment of most humans. How should I say? Performance and I also spelled it wrong. Performance and understanding of setting moods and situations that you are. So, I guess we'll start off first with Nighthawk. What do you think?
Okay. What impact does music theory have on us as gamers? There's a lot that goes into music theory. Like, there's a lot of technical things with music. Sometimes it's just feeling, but sometimes it's like you can literally create feelings with notes. I was actually just watching a documentary with Quincy Jones the other day, and
Rest in
he was
peace.
Rest in
like, "It's
peace.
crazy how we have." He's a legend, and it's crazy how we have 12 notes, and what people can do with those 12 notes through the centuries and like years is almost limitless in a way. So there's a lot of ways you can make different moves, make different like video game music is almost like similar to composing in a way, like
Mm-hmm.
composing for a film. You have to set the scene of like what emotion should be felt at some point in the game, especially something like Final Fantasy, which I'm sure will get mentioned a lot tonight. But like,
Yep.
there's literally a comparison I want to make, but I'll like that'll probably come up later. But yeah, it really helps set the tone of a game and set the emotion of a game, just in general.
Okay. Dean?
You need to piggyback off with what Hawk was just saying. When it comes to music theory, or when it comes to what I guess like you were saying, what music theory does emotionally to you, or what the mood and what it sets for you while playing. Pretty much any type of game is very important for me personally. When it comes to a battle theme, i.e., Final Fantasy, obviously Final Fantasy VII, victory fanfare, how that's supposed to make you feel. Metal Gear Solid's another one that has an amazing score,
Mm.
because it's set up like a motion picture. So being able to set up those epic moments in those video games and the emotions that it's supposed to bring out of you. I brought up Silent Hill on my intro and how that game made me feel, and the score behind that game and how wet and moist that game is. I know those
Yeah.
words. I know those words usually aren't used to explain video games, but I promise you, if you play it with
Oh my
headphones on,
god.
you will know what I'm talking about. You will instantly understand the squelching you will hear while playing Silent Hill. So that being said, did it work and put me at a place of uneasiness,
Mm-hmm.
unsettling noise, unsettling when it comes to making or hearing what you're supposed to be feeling? So music theory as a gamer is one of the most important things, other than actually the. I honestly feel like there's a lot of times where you hear a certain song. I'll never forget. I was playing Wario World, which is the first time I ever played that game. I didn't really know it was a game for years until it's on the GameCube, and I hit the pause button, and hearing that pause music was insane. I
Mm.
mean, we can probably play it a little bit later on, but hearing that music, I was just like, it was a crazy ass beat, a crazy ass. Same thing with 007, Golden N64. I don't mean
That.
again. There's
Mm-hmm.
just certain music and certain things that make us feel an emotional connection to that. I feel like game theory or music theory works for us as gamers. That makes us come back for more and more, and continues to let us play even one area over and over again. You know, jumping in and out of battles and stuff like that. If the music is still fine, then it puts you at some type of ease to stay in that certain area. So
Okay.
yeah, music theory is incredibly important for gamers.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Mr. Wayne
Yep.
Enterprise.
Yeah, so they basically said everything I was gonna say, but just reiterate as well too, like with music theory, empathizes with the gamer, with like you said in whatever game that you are playing, whatever genre you're playing, they always know what type of acoustic or any what the theme is basically, and I feel like with that harmonizing, making you feel a part of the game. That's what the music theory does. Game would not be what it is. A game would not be what it is without the music. So without the score that is behind it, the game will just be kind of like lackluster. So like one example, Ashura. If you remember the game Ashura,
Okay.
that score, using like Mozart and all those old the oldies. It puts everything together. It made me so hyped to playing the game. Like from the start to the end of that game, it just made you hyped the whole time. Like your endorphins were just completely raised, and of just how intense the game can be, just off the music itself. Like the game, it could have definitely been better, but I feel like the
I was gonna
music,
say that.
the game, better.
Yes,
And
indeed.
that goes
Okay.
for a lot of games as well too. So any game that you play, especially if like RPGs and stuff like that, the music is very important. So with that being said, that music theory knows what they're doing, so that's why it's a great impact to us as gamers.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Wonderful, wonderful answers. If I can piggyback, yeah, as you know, depending on situations, because you all were going through certain, the Metal Gear Solid was mentioned, Final Fantasy was mentioned, all of them, like Final Fantasy, great with empathy, um,
Oh, sorry
espionage.
to cut you
Oh,
off. Kingdom Hearts, also Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts,
Hearts,
great
Kingdom
score.
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts is a
You
big one as
know,
well.
Metal Gear Solid, great with espionage. So sneaking around, understanding what's going on, being silent, but like very subtle chords and everything. All those things pay attention into our psyche and as we immerse ourselves into the game. Now, as important as it is when we are playing things, right? Just a quick story. I remember as a young lad, you know, uh, in high school, I actually started making CDs with game music because Kazaa, LimeWire, and all that stuff like that, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
at that time, I remember going to my music teacher, and he was wondering what I was listening to because he was just always curious about music. At the time, I was listening to a game. My favorite RPG of all time is called Skies of Arcadia, Legends, right? And
Yep.
I put his headphones on him. He just sat back in his chair. And it's a core memory of me. He sat back in his chair. He just looked at me. He said, "This is from a video game," and it was just like something just awoken in him. And just like this new possibility of endless music already knows because he was a very classical teacher, so he knew all the stuff, but he was very hip to what was going on currently. But then when he heard that, I remember him sitting back in his chair and just listening to the chords and because I think he was listening to the title screen, so he's listening to the violins and seeing his face and then understanding that now gaming has like launched a new plethora of ideas and emotions. And it's not just movies, it's not just regular compositions, but now we have something even more. And with that being said, we're going into our next question. This will be a little bit more fun, especially